Yo, what's happening? This is Shia Yashub, and this is Mo Talk. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe. Help a brother get to 500 subs before the month is over with. You know, we live in a time where we feed a lot of energy into negativity. We are quick to judge individuals on actions that they do. YouTube numbers and TikTok numbers are up on mistakes that people make. But very seldom do we talk about the good that people do. Now, I wanted to flip the page this time and talk about Coach Deion Sanders, prime time himself. This is a story that has went under the radar, in my opinion, that maybe should have received more press. A lot of people will probably say that what Deion did was unnecessary and that it was rude. And, you know, a lot of people probably can't believe that he singled out one particular individual like this. Well, I happen to be on the other side of the spectrum on this. I think that what he did was very necessary. I don't think that it was rude. And singling out individuals and what we would call embarrassing them is probably sometimes the only way that we can reach those individuals. Deion received a letter from one of the professors about student athletes, and I'm sure that one of the athletes that the professor was talking about was an athlete that is probably not all that great of an athlete on the football field, just by the very words that Deion said. So here you are acting entitled, you're acting up in class, and you're keeping others from being able to learn, and you're not even succeeding on the football field. Now, there are several things that Deion could have done with the letter when he received it from the professor. Three that comes to mind off the top. One, Deion could have just dismissed the letter altogether. Two, Deion could have received the letter, called the young man into the office, and told the young man, look, you're not a real contribution to this team to begin with. Your playing time is not that great. I can't figure out how to get you on the field because you're not exceeding as a football player. And you're not behaving yourself in class. Therefore, we're going to take your scholarship away from you. We're going to part ways, and good luck in life. Or Deion could have did exactly what he did with the letter, which was receive the letter and use it as a teachable moment for this particular individual and for the rest of his student athletes. Now, I'm sure that the individual that Deion actually singled out was not the only individual that the professor was talking about, but this is the one that he called out. As a parent, I would appreciate a coach doing that to my son. Why? Because sometimes our children don't even listen to their parents. They listen to others more than they listen to their parents. And hearing it from somebody else would probably resonate a little bit more with my child. Deion obviously cares more about these kids than he do winning on the gridlock. These are the type of people, these are the type of coaches that you will want to turn your children over to. And for that, I appreciate it. And I think this whole generation of children that we have nowadays, we have allowed them to morph into something that our parents never would have allowed us to morph into. As a grown man, 50 years old, I still show the utmost respect to my elders. Why? Because that is how I was raised. So with that being said, let's look at this video. And you guys, you tell me, did Deion go overboard? Was it necessary for him to call out this one particular individual? Or did he use his platform in a proper way to teach these young boys what it takes to be a man? Let's check out Coach Prime and what it is that he did.
Extremely challenging for me as a professor. I have never felt so disrespected in my 10 years of teaching. Students do not follow even minimally, and it slows down my class so much. They make it clear that they don't want to be here, and they have very little personal responsibility, making me responsible for their grades. For the students that do want to learn, it has been a bad experience as well, since they have to work on breakout rooms, and the distracted students do not bring anything to the table. You just there to eat. You got nothing to the table. With knives, forks, and spoons. I often have to repeat the same 3 and 4 times because student athletes are present but not really in class. You present, but you ain't really there. You on the field, but you ain't doing nothing. You in a relationship, but you ain't got no love. You at the mall, but you ain't got no money. Got a lot of ability, but no darn talent. Because you don't think. It's from the teacher. Now, what bothers me severely is all the guys that we're about to see. Where's Corey, you in here? Let me know if they have a draft grade. Let's roll. When he does, he is respectful. He's a good kid. I would have commended that. And kind, but a lot of the times he has no idea of what is going on. He has missed way over 3 classes, so his final grade will drop. Any draft grades? No, sir. Okay. When he is asked to participate, sometimes I need to repeat what we're doing because he is not following, distracted. Any draft grades? No. Joined the class a lot of time. I was not able to see his face after having a conversation with him, so that means you're going to talk to him about this, and he's not visible in the camera. Next one. Any draft grade? No. Next one. Guys, you're going to get something out of this. You're going to be a man or you're going to be a great football player. Since you choose not to be a great football player, we got to make you a man. We good with that? Carry on, let's have a great one. I'm a little frustrated, I'm a little angry right now because we, in this new collective and NIL state of mind, we got youngsters that's all in on one side of the game. 90% or 95% of your roster ain't going pro. So coaches, we got to emphasize education. We got to emphasize life. We got to emphasize the next step, the next elevation if it don't work in the game. Come in. So today was not wonderful, but I'd be darned if I allow these kids to get out of here without something. Without something. Because this life they getting ready to live, you got to win with your mind, not your athleticism. Student, athlete, student, I don't care how you say it, you're going to get something before you leave here. God bless.
Yo, we have got to commend him for that. There's a few things that stuck out to me in that letter and some of the things that Coach Prime said. One is that he said that you have all the talent, but none of the ability because you choose not. And he also said that you choose not to be a great athlete. Lets me know that Coach Prime also have been talking to this individual. Coach Prime also have been trying to get across to this individual. And the reason why he's not exceeding on the football field is probably because the same thing he's doing in the classroom, which is he don't want to put in the work. A lot of people would give up on people like that. But I love Coach Prime where he say, look, you are going to get something out of this before you leave here. Either you're going to be a great football player or you're going to be a man. And then he made the plea to the rest of the coaches, look, 90 to 95 ain't going pro, so we need to put emphasis on the next level. We need to prepare them for the next level. And in my opinion, I truly feel like that you are asking these coaches to do something that is not in their nature. This is what's in Coach Prime's nature. He is a coach by all means, which means that whoever comes to him at the end of the day, he want to see them better than they were before they got to him. This is Shia Yashub. This has been a Mo Talk. Y'all let me know, was Coach out of line? Was he out of line by calling them out? Asking the rest of the team, was there a draft grade? And their answer was no. So what are you going to do when this is over with? When this train stops? This is what Deion want his entire team to understand. When this is over with, when this train stops, what are you going to do? Because your days at Colorado University as a student athlete, one of these days that's going to be over. Then you got to deal with life, and life is there waiting on you. Until next time, y'all let me know in the comments, was Deion out of order, or was Deion using his platform for the right reasons?